From the red flowing river to the haunting depths of the Titanic, this is a world where the past comes to life, rewriting history and exposing the beauties of our underwater planet. However, under the surface, there lies a universe of enigmatic mysteries where secrets lie, waiting to be discovered and history sleeps. What are these discoveries? Keep watching till the very end as we reveal this discovery in a river that scared scientists. First, we have the Red River in Cusco. Have you ever witnessed a red river flowing before? Now, I'm not referring to the biblical account of Moses crossing the Red Sea. Although you may think the crimson color of the Cusco River may be the result of film manipulation software, but the river is real. About 100 kilometers separates the Indian city of Cusco from the Coyote River. Its water has a vivid raspberry red color. This is one of the things that draws a lot of travelers to Peru and sets its natural features apart. Having said that, the water can occasionally be quite brown and muddy. The river grows whiter, deeper, and cleaner when it begins to rain, in addition to changing its color. So why is there such an odd occurrence in the Coyote River? The river indeed originates in the Andes Rainbow Mountains. Their vivid layers were formed by red sandstone that underwent millions of years of color changes due to a variety of factors. Nonetheless, the Coyo River becomes red due to the significant discharge of iron oxide from the Rainbow Mountains. Another discovery is the Antira Mechanism. Now, very few findings in the history of underwater archaeology has been as remarkable and puzzling as the Antira Mechanism. Historians and scientists are in awe of this mysterious relic that was discovered amid the Antira shipwreck. This historic Greek analog computer, which dates to 100 BC, is a monument to the incredible technological advancements of the day. For good reason, the Antira Mechanism is frequently referred to as the oldest computer in history. It is a complex system of gears and dials that was once housed in a wooden box, but its function was unknown for a long time. But what function did the Antira Mechanism serve in the past? Being a groundbreaking astronomical device, the Antira Mechanism was of great importance in antiquity. Accurately predicting celestial occurrences and tracking planet placements allowed ancient Greek astronomers to probably help with navigation and crucial calendrical computations. Now we have the Titanic Wreck. Under the harsh surface of the North Atlantic Ocean, there is a mythical tale veiled in enigma and sorrow, the tale of the Royal Mail steamer Titanic. The unsinkable ship left an enduring legacy when it tragically sank in April 1912. That is until 1985, when a courageous expedition led by Dr. Robert Ballard and his colleagues revealed the mysteries of the Titanic's underwater tomb. Nevertheless, in the history of undersea exploration, the discovery of the Titanic wreckage marked a turning point. Now, this ship, which had previously stood for luxury and human achievement, was submerged more than 12,000 feet below the surface. Interestingly, the globe saw a spooky sight when the underwater lights broke through the night. Stories of grandeur and tragedy were among the mysteries, and the Titanic was concealed for 73 years. Meanwhile, the opulent staircase, elaborate woodwork, and sparkling chandeliers all belonged to the era's grandeur. However, the jewelry, personal items, and even a child's lost doll exploded with tales of lives lost in a moment. When the Titanic was discovered, artifacts that had been lost in the pandemonium of that tragic night were found to have been preserved astonishingly well. In addition to finding the ship's wreckage, our deep-sea exploration honored the memory of those who sailed on her inaugural voyage and introduced us to their untold stories. Are the buried stone formations proof of a vanished civilization from long ago, or are they hiding something quite different? Before we continue, please subscribe to our channel, Paw Planet, and don't forget to like, share, and comment on this video. Let us know what you think. Another shocking discovery they made was the Road Bim. The Bim Road, which lies beneath the Bahamas' glistening seas, has long captured the interest of researchers and fans of prehistoric societies. This underwater stone formation was first found in the 1960s and spans across the ocean floor like a paved walkway. Whether it is a natural geological feature or the remains of a once advanced civilization remains a mystery. While some scholars believe the Bimini Road is just a naturally occurring product of geological processes, others have theorized that it may be the remains of a vanished metropolis. The placement of the stones suggests a level of organization not usually associated with natural formations, which adds to the fascination of this underwater puzzle. This oddity has given rise to speculations about superior engineering and ancient civilizations. Thus, scholars and enthusiasts are still drawn to this topic to try and solve this fascinating underwater riddle. Are you ready to explore the mysterious realm of the Yonaguni Monument? Yeah, right! The monument in Yonaguni. This undersea rock structure is located off the coast of Japan and is home to several intriguing speculations and old myths. Under the crystal-clear azure waters close to Yonaguni, Japan, lies a mystery that has triggered much discussion and interest: the Yonaguni Monument. It was found in the late 1980s. This submerged rock formation has gained prominence in conversations about lost history and ancient civilizations because of its remarkable geometric patterns. But it's sculpted by nature's unrelenting powers, or even by the hands of an old civilization. Is this an underwater rock formation, the result of prehistoric human creativity, or is it just a work of natural artistic expression? The Yonaguni Monument, however, is proof of the everlasting fascination with submerged riddles and the never-ending search for solutions in the ocean's depths. Yeah, this next discovery might just make you sit up. It's the Talen Man. And so, in 1950, Pete Cutter discovered a mummy in the meadows of Peterbog, Denmark. However, the condition of its preservation was so good that it could have been mistaken for a sleeping person. Upon seeing the body, the workers initially believed it belonged to a recently deceased person. But actually, the deceased person's body was discovered in the bog at a depth of roughly 2.5 meters. The body was in a fatal position, resting on its back with its legs bent. Moreover, his head was covered in an animal skin cap secured with a strap, and around his waist was a leather belt. The man's neck was securely fastened with a leather rope that had been braided. The garments had been eaten away, making it difficult to identify what the remaining items were. It was later discovered that the man passed away at the age of 40, around 2,500 years ago. Scientists believe that he most likely died from hanging and being tossed into the swamp. Unfortunately, he likely ended up being one of the victims of the ancient heathen god sacrifices. Scientists were even able to determine that the man had consumed flax and barley porridge before his death because of how well preserved the mummies were. They also made another discovery about the sunken city of Dwarka, buried down beneath the emerald waters of the Arabian Sea on India's west coast, is a submerged marvel that unites legend and history. The sunken city of Dwarka. The name has a deep meaning in the pages of ancient Indian history, as well as in the beloved stories of the Hindu deity Lord Krishna. Hindu legend describes Dwarka as a magnificent and prosperous kingdom that Lord Krishna himself built. But however, this fabled city is said to have been a bastion of devotion and morality, as told in the Puranic and Mahabharata sacred writings. Still, it was certain to fall into crudeness and meet the ocean's relentless embrace. Nothing short of a revelation has been the discovery of Dwarka's submerged remains. Underwater archaeological research has been conducted as part of archaeology. However, it is thought that the walls, structures, and artifacts that have been unearthed are thousands of years old. On the other hand, these discoveries not only confirm Dwarka's historical reality, but also cast doubt on widely held beliefs about the potential of ancient civilizations. Meanwhile, Dwarka's cultural and historical significance goes beyond myth and tradition. How about the discovery of the Baltic Sea anomaly? This buried object has given rise to many theories, from the fantastical to the realistic. This anomaly has a striking resemblance to the famous unidentified flying objects from science fiction. It is a gigantic circular formation. However, at a depth of approximately 300 feet, this unusual object, which has a diameter of about 200 feet, is sitting on the ocean floor. Its unusual appearance has aroused curiosity and wild theories. Some have speculated that it could be a sophisticated construction that has been underwater for eons, while others believe it to be a long-lost starship from another planet. But hey, what do you think of it? There is also another discovery that shocked these scientists, and that the discovery of the ancient port of Alexandria. See, the underwater treasure trove of Alexandria's old harbor is located beneath the tranquil Mediterranean waters in the center of Egypt. This amazing location acts as an entrance into the past, shedding light on the historical significance of one of the most fabled towns in antiquity, founded in 331 BC by Alexander the Great. However, Alexandria quickly rose to fame as a center of trade, culture, and knowledge. Its historic port was the center of maritime activity and was crucial in uniting the Mediterranean region. Many historical items were found during the underwater exploration of this once vibrant harbor. Meanwhile, through careful seabed surveys, archaeologists have found the remains of massive buildings, underwater constructions, and shipwrecks carrying priceless cargo. So, what mysteries and revelations regarding the extraordinary craftsmanship and historical legacy of ancient China does the excavation of Terracotta Army Pit 1 hold? Well, let's find out. The Terracotta Army Pit 1. A spectacular archaeological discovery, the Terracotta Army is an evidence of the creative military and cultural prowess of ancient China. Surprisingly, when excavating a well in 1974, a group of farmers in the area happened to stumble upon a remarkable location. It's the life-size terracotta soldier with detailed carvings. Oh yeah. But nevertheless, the legend AR Terracotta Army, one of the most amazing discoveries in history, was made possible by this coincidental finding. The largest of the 3 known pits, Terracotta Army Pit 1, has thousands of clay soldiers, officers, chariots, and horses, all of which are expertly constructed with unique characteristics, armor, and weapons. In any case, rewriting history, the discovery of Terracotta Army Pit 1 provides novel insights into the Qin dash and the thinking of an emperor seeking to establish his authority both here on Earth and in the hereafter. Amongst other discoveries these scientists made was the Heraklion Lost City. What if I told you the existence of Heraklion Lost City has been consigned to the domain of myth and folklore, right? Up until 2000, marine archaeologists discovered a vast amount of wealth off the shore of Alexandria. Nevertheless, this underwater metropolis, called Thonis by the Egyptians and Heraklion by the Greeks, was a bustling center of trade at the intersection of the ancient worlds. On the other hand, it had huge temples, statues, and lively markets, and its history was intertwined with the stories of pharaohs, traders, and mariners. Meanwhile, divers found enormous statues of pharaohs, gods, and sacred animals resting beneath the silt and sediment of massive stone structures. The discovery of this city sparked fascination around the world. Furthermore, a multitude of artifacts, ranging from jewelry to ceramics, were discovered during these underwater excavations, providing insight into the daily routines of the locals. Let's take a look at the Bronze Age sunken forest. Under the restless waves of Cardigan Bay, on Wales' windswept coast, Bay is located in a submerged area known as the Bronze Age sunken forest, a prehistoric forest that helps us feel connected to the distant past. However, the first dates back to more than 5,000 years and was revealed during the low tide. It was kept alive by the brackish water beneath the shifting dunes for millions of years. The buried vestiges of the forest are a disturbing and fascinating sight, with well-preserved tree trunks and the ruins of an old ecology. More so, researchers have delved into the mysteries of the submerged forest, uncovering revelations that go beyond its sheer age. They have revealed a fascinating glimpse into the Bronze Age and the circumstances that molded its people's lives. These preserved trunks tree rings can be analyzed to learn more about the ecology and growth patterns of the climate in that remote era. Now, do additional undiscovered ancient landscapes exist beneath our seas? We'll find out in due time. The Black Sea Shipwrecks. What is the remarkable condition of preservation of the shipwrecks in the Black Sea, and what makes them unique? Well, the deep Black Sea's anoxic, oxygen-deficient conditions have produced a setting where wood that would ordinarily disintegrate is surprisingly preserved. And because of this, ships that sank more than a millennium ago have remained mostly intact and can provide a wealth of information on early maritime practices, cargo, and marine life. They include both trading and naval vessels, and each one offers a different perspective on the intricate picture of this region's nautical past. These sinking ships contain equally fascinating contents. Also, the trade routes that spanned these waters and the economic ties that united various civilizations are vividly depicted by these results. And what about the frozen alligators? See, North Carolina's natural park alligators are a wonderful example of how creatures can adapt to endure the worst environments. But, however, 2018 saw an exceptionally chilly winter in the United States, and because of the nearly record-low air temperature, several bodies of water froze. In the bogs of Charlotte River Swamp Park, it was the same. Despite having difficulties, the alligators that called them home managed to survive the winter. Nevertheless, the park workers spotted some unusual objects emerging out of the frozen swamp, the snouts of reptiles. Upon initial observation, it could appear that the alligators were unprepared for the cold and became trapped in the ice while attempting to exit the lake and reach dry land. But for many who were confused, a park employee posted photos from this incident along with a video explaining what transpired. And it turns out that, however, the alligators have a peculiar breathing mechanism that aids in their survival. They sleep with their heads stuck out of the ice, not under it. These reptiles only appear to be dead because the ice prevents their bodies from sinking. They return to their regular lives as soon as the temperature rises and the ice melts. Let's see. The underwater city of Petri. See, off the serene shore of Laconia, Greece is a remarkable relic of antiquity. The submerged city of Petri, dating back to over 5,000 years. However, this Minoan settlement is one of the most ancient submerged cities ever unearthed, affording a unique pathway to the distant past. Conversely, the discovery of Pavo Petri's ruins by underwater archaeologist Dr. Nick Fleming in the late 1960s made the site's existence known. Further investigation revealed a vast cityscape with streets, structures, and intricate architecture. For its time, the city's planned layout and stone and clay-built structures made it extraordinarily advanced. This submerged metropolis provides evidence of the advanced Minoan culture that flourished in the Bronze Age. Despite its unfortunate fate in the sea, historians and archaeologists benefit greatly from the city's painstaking preservation. Oh well, with all these amazing discoveries that have been found in swamps, rivers, and lakes, what do you think? Do you think there are more undiscovered items underwater? Let us know in the comment section below. You might also want to check out our previous video. What they discovered underwater shocked the whole world.